Hello all, I hope everyone is well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a very interesting SQL video. Let's see what the problem says, then we will jump into the solution. It's a pretty simple problem to me. So I'll explain it. Then probably I will give the this data to the description box, and you can try it and post your solution. Okay, so today I have been given one table where there are two columns. One column is an user ID 1 and another one is user ID 2. So what we need to find out here is basically, if you see that we have some user ID, okay, and we have user ID 2. So you can say that user ID 1 is friend with user ID 2. Okay, so user ID 1 is friend with user ID 3, user ID 4 is friend with user ID 1, like that. Okay, so we have this data. Now we need to find out the popularity percentage, or percentage of popularity, you can say. So how it should be calculated is like, you need to check like user ID 1, how many friends there are basically who are friends with the user ID 1. Okay, so how many people are there who are friends with user ID 1. So if you look at that, user ID 1 has how many friends? Like user ID 1 has this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there are five people who are friends with user ID 1. So how the percentage would be? It should be, there are 5 friends for user ID 1, and there are a total of how many? There are a total of 9 people. So you can say the percentage would be like this. Okay, so 55.56 nearly. That is the thing that we need to generate. Okay, so first you need to check like the person, how many friends are there for the particular user ID. So user ID 1 has 5 friends, so that's why there will be 5. And how many people are there, how many total persons are there in the table? So 5 9, so right, so this should be 5 by 9, so the popularity percentage would be 55.56. So this is the way that you need to generate this table. So you need to actually generate the percentage of popularity. Okay, so this is the explanation. So if you read it here, write in SQL query to find out the popularity percentage for each user on Meta oblique Facebook. The popularity percentage is defined as the total number of friends that user has divided by the total number of users on the platform. Okay, then convert it into percentage by multiplying by 100, rounded to 2 decimal places. It's up to you how you need to generate it. Okay, so it's not that not that mandatory. Like, you can generate according to your needs. Okay, so let's jump into the solution. Let's see how we need to generate that. So we have this data basically, right? So this is the data that I have already created. Now how we can solve it, how we can solve it. So we are going to do is, think about it, like we have this like it can be possible, if you see, it can be possible that user ID 1 has this side and user ID 1 also has this side, right? So we have two-way around, right? Like user ID 1 is here and also here, so you need to take both of them in the similar fashion, right? I mean, what I'm going to say is, basically you need to create something like, so one is here, right? So this one should be here, this side also. So that how you are going to write is, let's say select, okay, user ID 1, okay, comma, is it user ID, right? User 1, sorry. Okay, so user 1, right, comma user 2 from friends table, okay, and union null, just the opposite side. Okay, just to take the opposite one. So user ID 2 comma user ID 1 from friends. So what I have done here is, basically I have just switched it. Like, I have taken user 1 here, so I have taken user 2 here. So if I run this, so it's basically, it should be like 2 1 is here, right? You can see 1 2 is here. So I have just flipped it. Okay, I have just switched the body position. Okay, so I have created this. Okay, now, so we will use this table. Okay, we'll use this table to create this table. How? Now let's see how. Now let's make this is a subquery. Okay, okay, and and so what we are going to do now, if you think about this, that user ID 1, so if you see how many instances are there, this is user ID 1, this is also, here also, here also, and here also. So I have flipped the position, that's why the user ID 1 has come here, correct, and user ID 1 has come here. So there are 5 instances, right? 1 1 1 1 1, so there are 5 instances, correct. So that's why, so that is the logic, that's why I have flipped it. Okay, so now you need to write select user 1 comma count of star, right? So for each user, what is the count, right? So this count is basically like user ID 1. So how many friends are there who, I mean, how many people are there who are friends with user ID 1, right? So this is nothing but friends with, you can write user 1 friends with, you can just write like this, user ID 1 friends with. So now if I make a group by of this user 1, so you will basically get, right, from yeah, so you'll basically get like how many persons are there who are friends with for each and every person in the data set or in the table. Okay, so user ID 1 has 5 friends, or user ID 2 has 3 friends, user ID 3 has 3 friends, something like that. Okay, now we need to get the count, right? We need to get the total, we need to find the total persons, right? So you need to find the total persons in the table, right? So total people in the table. For that, we are going to write count of star. Okay, and so how we can generate? So you need to take another column. We need to create another column where for each value will be like how many people are there in the table, right? So you can write something like this, right? As total uh, total users, something like that. So what I have done is I have created another column for where each column will tell you like how many people are there in the table. So if I run this now, so you'll be getting like this, right? So that is very simple now. So we have got all the required details. Now what you need to do, you need to just get the percentage, right? For creating the percentage, what you're going to do is, um, it's basically like it's basically like uh, this actually this divided by this, right? That is the percentage, right? So count of star, right, divided by count of star over, right? But in this way you will not get the percentage. So for that reason you need to multiple this thing with this, right? So now if we do this, so you will get, let's see what we get. So we'll get this, right? Now we need to get a percentage, right? So you need to multiply this thing into 100, right? So if I do this, so we'll be getting 55.55, but we don't need as many of decimals, right? So we need to remove that decimals. We'll keep 2 decimal points, up to 2 decimal points. We can keep that. So we need to use cast of this as decimal 10,2 as popularity, percentage popularity, right? So just write this. Okay. So if I run this, so you're getting the desired result, right? Percentage popularity. So this is the same thing like this, right? Okay. So this is our data. I think I have explained it in a very simple way. So if you have any better solution, just let me know in the comments section. And if you like the video, please do subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, and let me know how this comes if you try it, and post your solution in the comment section. Till then, thank you. Goodbye.